What's going on, everyone? Hanson here from Shifting Lanes, and in this video I want to tell you about the all-new Ford Bronco Raptor. Just like how the Ford F-150 Raptor is a more extreme version of the F-150, the Ford Bronco Raptor is also a more extreme version of the Bronco. And in this video I want to tell you what you need to know about this crazy, hardcore off-roading, desert conquering, rock crawling, and also very street legal SUV. The very first thing you need to know is that the Bronco Raptor will be powered by a twin-turbo 3-liter EcoBoost V6 and will deliver more than 400 horsepower. No word on torque figures yet, but if we go by the Ford Explorer ST numbers, which also has this engine, we can probably expect something around 415 pound-feet of torque. That engine will be connected to a 10-speed automatic transmission that's been specially tuned, and exhaust-wise, this Bronco Raptor will have near equal length exhaust with active valve technology. So you can tweak the exhaust notes between normal, sport, quiet, and Baja mode. The Ford Bronco Raptor will also have a Haas 4.0 race-ready suspension system. Ford Performance is working with a Fox shock company to include a pretty smart suspension system that has semi-active dampers. The system will have a fat 3.1-inch diameter shock with integrated reservoirs up front and remote reservoirs in the rear. And there's going to be suspension sensors on all four corners to sense suspension travel, terrain conditions, and it can adjust the tuning accordingly. Now, this suspension system will also have unique front and rear control arms to get you 60% more max wheel travel in the front and 40% more travel at the rear compared to the base Bronco model. So that's 13-inch max wheel travel up front and 14-inch max travel at the back. This Ford Bronco Raptor will also have the largest tires put on any production SUV in America right now. It will have BF Goodrich 37-inch KO2 all-terrain tires, and it will be riding on a set of 17 by 8.5-inch wheels that are beadlock capable. Additionally, there's a bunch of improvements on the fully boxed high-strength steel frame of the Bronco. It now has new shock towers for that increased wheel travel, and there's also heavy-duty bash and skid plates along the drive line for better protection. And in the upper body, there's new crossbar and reinforcements along the pillars for more than 50% increase in body torsional rigidity over the four-door Bronco model. And there's more upgrades down below too. The solid rear axle is now a Dana 50, and the front axle is a Dana 44 with upgraded half shafts. These changes increase the track width by a ridiculous 8.6 inches over the base Bronco. And the minimum ground clearance has increased by 4.8 inches to a very tall 13.1 inch height, which will fit a mid-90s Honda Civic with underglow. So overall, a more powerful engine, a very capable suspension system, upgraded chassis design, big fat tires, and a larger track. The reason? Other than wanting to sell more cars, Ford is making the Bronco Raptor the world's first Ultra 4 Racing inspired SUV. What is Ultra 4 Racing? It's a racing series run by the same people behind the toughest one-day off-road race on this earth called King of the Hammers. These people have created this new grueling racing series called the Ultra 4 Racing Series, where the only defining characteristic is that all the cars must be capable of four-wheel drive. Other than that, the class is unlimited. This remind you of Group B, anyone? As a result, you need a car that can go at very fast speeds over very questionable terrain while still having extreme rock crawling capabilities. So on paper and visually, it looks like the Ford Bronco Raptor is up to that challenge. You can physically see those mechanical upgrades as the Bronco Raptor looks like a Bronco that never skipped leg day. There's bigger fender flares and new rear quarter panels. Altogether, the Bronco Raptor is 9.8 inches wider than the standard Bronco. There's a bunch of unique visual upgrades as well. Up front, you'll see the familiar Ford block lettering. You'll also see the 5 amber marker lamps to indicate that this thing is really wide. And if you look at the front bumper, it's made of steel and there's integrated tow hooks, and there's also removable bumper end caps if you need more clearance. Now on the hood, you'll find unique fender vents, and there's also Raptor logos to help you show off. Interior wise, the Bronco Raptor builds on the already nice looking Bronco, but this one will have a Bronco Raptor specific performance view that's going to focus on the tack and the gear readings, and will also allow customization of the gauges. On top of that, there's also going to be a unique steering wheel with paddle shifters, and if you look at the seats, there's going to be extra bolsters on there. You'll also notice that the interior is going to be splashed with a bit of orange, or code orange as Ford calls it. And there's also going to be some carbon fiber pieces by the grab handles, the steering wheel bezels, and the gear shifter. There's also going to be other nice standard pieces of tech included in the Bronco Raptor, like a 360-degree camera system, the Sync 4 infotainment system with a 12-inch touchscreen, and if you go with the Luxe package, there's a 10-speaker B&O audio system and also adaptive cruise control. No word on pricing for the Bronco Raptor just yet, but you can begin placing orders this March. And if you're lucky, it will begin to arrive this summer. So what do you think of the all-new Ford Bronco Raptor? Please let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. If you learned something new, please consider hitting that like, subscribe, and especially that notification bell so that you can be notified anytime we make a new video. So until next time, my name is Hanson, and this has been the 2022 Ford Bronco Raptor.